Hello and welcome to all you Geminis. Here is your very short forecast for December of 2022, the last month of the year. There are two things that are super important, and then I'm going to look at the 25th and the 31st of December for those of you who are celebrating and what the energy is going to be. It's always interesting, isn't it? Just to keep it light. But for, of course, the Mercury ruled people that are called the Geminis, it's again your time, right? It's the Mercury retrograde again. Let's start with that before we jump into Jupiter, that is also shifting back into Aries. But let's talk about your ruler. So Mercury will be in Capricorn, and at the very, the 30th of the month, so it's going to slow down throughout the whole month. And the 30th of the month, it's standing still at around and about 24 degrees of Capricorn. And then it's going back 23 degrees and so on. So it's going backwards for you in your 8th house. That is a very, you could say, a hidden house, a house where people will not see what's going on with you, which can be a good thing. People don't always have to see what's going on with us, right? But, and especially during this time. But anyway, this Mercury retrograde, what is this all about? Well, you know that it's a rethinking time. You know it's going to be a reassessment time. And the 8th house and Capricorn is about structures. So for a lot of you, this has to do with money. This has to do with some kind of a restructuring, not because your situation is bad or worse or whatever. No, just restructuring because it's not efficient enough at this particular time, because you can still improve it. So for some of you, you will say, oh yes, the 8th house of mine, the money that, the 8th house is the money that you share with another person when you live together, for instance. It's also inheritances. It's also tax returns, loans. So it's not the money that you own directly, right? It's that 8th house kind of money that I'm talking about, investments and so on. Insurances, that as well. There is something that you don't have to go with that energy, but there's something that you can improve still. So if you say yeah, my situation is fairly okay, you can even improve it. If you're saying my situation is horrible, you have a chance here to make it better. But the Mercury retrograde, that is up until the 18th, 19th of January, that is a pocket of time that you need to think about these things, to strategize about these things, and to consult, even if you need to make your situation better and not putting your head in the sand, for instance. So, and then when Mercury goes direct around the 18th, 19th, off you go, and you can improve a certain situation. But first you need to do the work, which is the Mercury retrograde. People say that it's horrible. It's not. It's an opportunity. It's how you look at it. Everything is how we look at it, right? If you're going to be a negative astrologer, Mercury retrograde, everything, I mean, you choose how you look at things, and I invite you to look at things in a constructive way, in a positive way. So you have an opportunity here if you work hard on it. But yeah, it's a reality check for sure, because this Mercury, it will be very close to Venus as well. So around the 24th, Venus and Mercury are together. So there's going to be conversations about love as well, and about money. It's all intertwined. So to improve the structure, you need to be raw and real towards yourself, but also in your love relationships. That's basically it. Now, the other thing that is going on is Jupiter going back into Aries, which is fun for you. It's around at about the 21st. It's in your 11th house. It already was there up until October. Then it shifted back into Pisces. But it's going to be in Aries. It's fantastic. Go out with friends if you have Jupiter in the 11th house, because that's where you will feel nurtured, where you will feel excited because it's in Aries, where you will feel meaning and that you belong to people that are like-minded. It's that support that we all need at specific times of our lives. If you have your own business, this can mean also an improve of your finances and more finances with Jupiter in your 11th house. So for those of you who have their own businesses, this is This could be more networking, more encountering people that are significant in their field and that are powerful and knowledgeable. So copy paste if you have these people around you in your network, and it's definitely them helping you to bring out the best of you, basically. It's very hopeful as well. So what a nice energy shift for you with this Jupiter in your 11th house. Now, Christmas Eve on the 24th, it's a very platonic kind of Christmas Eve. I wish I could say something else, but it's here to warn you that it's not bad or good again. The moon is going to be towards Venus in the beginning, and then Mercury. So that's all good energy, but then it's going to bump into Pluto, which means transformation. So there's going to be probably things going to be said that are going to be very real and authentic. If you run away from these things, this can be a horrible Christmas. If you say, hey, I'm going to deal with it, I'm not going to run away with it, I'm going to sit with the uncomfortable energy, it can be one of the best Christmas Eves, because then you go through that pain and you transform. So, and last but not least, on the 31st of December, it's the moon in Taurus, which is a bit weird for you because that is your 12th house. So this shows that you're probably Taurus is all about the good foods, the good drinks, and that is for all of us. But having this in your 12th house means it's fantastic to go out for like a luxury hotel, or maybe if you are in a relationship, just escape just the two of you, so to speak. It's but in a healthy way, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how this month is going to be. Very, very interesting month for you. I would say enjoy it, and see you next time. Bye-bye.